Hello everyone, I'm Dante, and today we are starting our XCOM Chimera Squad Let's Play. We're going to be going through on, if we open this up, we're going to be going through on Expert difficulty, and we're going to turn on to tutorials. Yes we are. And we're going to keep subtitles on, and we're going to take out the healing. We're going to be going through this, hopefully all the way from the start to the finish. I've not played it all the way through before, I've only done the tutorial so far, so we're going to keep it on Expert for now. Because it's been a while since I've played an XCOM game, and then maybe we'll go back and do it on Impossible afterwards. So let's kick this off, and then we'll talk about this game and hopefully what this Let's Play is going to go through.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
And there we go. That's the nice little intro that we get for skipping the tutorial. And now we get to select our team. So XCOM, or XCOM Chimera Squad, if you're not too familiar, is the new XCOM game, but it takes a different approach to the other ones. So rather than making personal characters that we get to design how we want and set classes and all that kind of stuff, we get actual squad members with their own backstories, biographies, set abilities, and they're just their own people to tell a more direct story. So this is a mixture of aliens, hybrids, and humans. And I think because we're playing on Expert, we don't have to try hard as much, but I still want a decent start. So I think Terminal is going to be really good for pretty much any team on any level. So we're going to pick up Terminal. She gives us Safeguard, which gives us a guaranteed 4 HP every single turn, while also actually doing some really good extra stuff and a defense bonus. And then she just gets more and more useful stuff as she goes on. She gets a big AoE heal, and she gets a door hack, which is just really useful. Aside from that, she's actually quite tanky as well, which will become very useful because she kind of takes the role of a secondary tank, especially when she heals herself and gives herself more defense. Next, we're going to take an actual tank. So there's quite a few of these. Generally, you want to go for someone that can just get in someone's face. So you've got Axiom, Zephyr, Godmother. These are all really good, but I'm going to go with Cherub to start, just because I want him to kind of take a secondary support role. That way I can switch between Terminal and Cherub, because Cherub, what he does is, rather than giving a heal, he gives a shield, which can stack 2 charges. So he'll put a shield, which is the kinetic shield, he'll put this on another person or himself. When it breaks, he gets a charge, and it buffs his melee, allowing him to knock people out and do AoE damage later on. And then he gets some other buffs later on to force attacks to always hit him, and he gets ones where he can act as cover and do lots of fun tanky stuff, while also being support, so we can swap these two out when we need to do training. And then we need someone who's a bit more control-y. So for these, I really like Verge. Verge is really fun. You make neural networks, does loads of damage. You can also have someone like Torque. Torque is really good for this. Torque, she can grab people with her tongue pull and then bind them, or she can just grab team members or just pull people out of cover so you can shoot them. And then she has the ability to go through vents as her special entry, and she can also do some other stuff by being immune to poison and give poison out as damage herself. So she becomes just really fun. And then you've also got Shelter. I've not tried him, that's why it's yellow. He can relocate people and swap himself with other people, which is quite cool, but I'm not going to use that in this playthrough. Although I might grab him later on and try that ability out. So I think... although Zephyr can also count. She's kind of a tanky bruiser, but she can just punch status effects into people, which is quite fun. But for now, I think we're going to go for Torque as our status person. And then we're going to go for someone who can just pump out some damage. So for this, you've got quite a few. Verge again, he can do a lot of damage, especially later on, by using his neural network. Claymore just blows everything up, so we might grab him. Blue Blood, just constant damage output. He gets to shoot twice a turn. Later on he gets to shoot 3 times a turn. He can ignore cover. He can do loads of fun stuff. Just good constant damage output, assuming he actually hits anything. Patchwork. She's down as a support character, but she actually does loads of damage. Just tons of damage, but mainly against robots. So hopefully we grab her later on in the playthrough, unless we take robots to start. Godmother also does a lot of damage, just because she has a shotgun, and Axel also does quite a bit of damage because he has a shotgun. So quite a few options, but I think for now I might go Blue Blood, just because I want some raw damage output. He's real good, he levels up nicely, gets good crit, and he's just fun to just unload loads of shots. So we're going to take this as our starting team, and we'll pick up some more on the way. So let's get in and see what our first mission is going to be.
Chimera Squad, heads up. Director's on the line from XCOM HQ.
Chimera Squad, I know you're still settling in, but this cannot wait. A short time ago, insurgents crashed the opening of City 31's Memorial Museum. They took Mayor Nightingale hostage. 3-1 PD attempted a rescue, but the insurgents triggered a plasma bomb. Everyone inside was lost. Yes, 3-1 PD should have requested our help, but dwelling on that is counterproductive. We need to focus on what we do next. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Right, so our first big decision is who we're going to investigate first. So the progeny is psychic based, so all scions, going to be real frustrating to fight against. Grey Phoenix, lots of tech stuff, so they just have really cool weaponry. And then Sacred Coil is kind of the other kind of prong. So this is going to be chrysalids and genetic stuff, and just lots of weird hybrid things, and also lots of robots, I believe. So all of them are going to be quite interesting. I think we're going to start, maybe just go left to right. So we're going to start with Progeny, and we're going to deal with the sounds first.
Progeny have a small but loyal human membership, all with psionic capability. Victims willingly hand over what the Progeny need, then forget the whole thing. The perfect crime.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 3-1 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Perfect. So now with some more exposition out the way, we can look at our investigation. So this is something we're going to be able to look at constantly, and we'll get an overview after every single mission. We're basically just working towards finding out who this person is so that we can take them down. Along the way, we're going to have dark events, get messed up, probably lose some people, or at least get some really bad injuries. So, let's take a start at, I think looking at our safe map,
Welcome
just see
to
what's
City
next.
31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that, not yet, but we can find out.
Perfect. So this is our city that we're going to be looking after. We've got our 9 districts, and with a 1 mission to start us off. We also get field teams, which you can see under all of these. If you click on here, we could buy one of these. So you can get finance, security, and technology. These just allow you to gain the resources in game while also giving you some bonus bonuses that will kind of stack up later on, which is to do with City Anarchy. Then we get Illyrium, Intel, and credits. So Illyrium will do our research, Intel will fund everything on here, and then credits will just let us buy stuff. So this is going to be giving us team upgrades. So for now we're going to not do that just yet. The second thing getting filled teams will do is give us these little abilities down here. So the first one is Vigilance, which is just allows us to reduce unrest, which is what this thing here is, which is part of the City Anarchy. So this is going to cause the amount of 8 outbreaks and just cause chaos and become real difficult to manage as we go on. And if this exceeds too much, that's how we're going to lose. So we don't want that to happen. So I think before we go on our mission, we're going to look at the mission. I'm going to say we're saying an NPC, but we're not going to function.
If authorized by the director, you may need to neutralize a hostile leader. Subduing your target is always preferred. Enemy leadership, if captured, provides valuable intel.
Thank you for talking over me, Whisper. So what Whisper was saying is that another way of getting intel is to capture people. So we might be able to do something with Blue Blood to help us kind of just shoot people into submission. And then the melee capability of Cherub will also allow us to get that. Talk, she just kills people, so probably not going to be capturing too many. Same for Terminal, unless she just punches some people in the face. But the reason I came to this screen first is we can look at our breach options. So we have window, door, wall, and security door. So these are important because we already have, if we go to Cherub, we already have a breaching charge. So we're going to put that on, and that allows us to breach a wall. Windows and doors, they are free entries. So security door is another barred entry. So Terminal can actually get us through those later on, but I don't think she can at first level. But there are ways we can get around that. So if we go to supply.
Our temporary field office has all the basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
Exactly what Whisper said. So this is how we can get other ways of entering maps. Grenades, ammo, and medkits, which are obviously going to be useful on an XCOM game. So the reason I came here is we can get an auto keycard that allows us to gain entry into places that have security doors. So I think we might grab one of those now. Definitely going to grab medkit, I think, and maybe trank rounds. So the reason I might get trank rounds is that allows us to capture people really early, really consistently. So we won't just have to melee people. Whenever we get a kill with someone who has trank rounds, they will also capture that person. So it will lower their kill rating, which I think lowers the experience that they gain, but it will increase the amount of intelligence we get, which means we can do more on the map, which makes us safer, makes missions easier, or at least stops them exploding all over the place. So I think we're going to get a keycard stat, and how much? 95. We'll buy a medkit, and we'll buy some trank rounds. So spend all the money straight away. What we're going to do next is we're going to go to
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
Exactly what was said again. So we're going to start our first one, which is Android Personnel. This is a compulsory one we do. What that will give us is a android that can replace one of our team members on breaches if we don't have enough people. So I think this works before missions and during the mission. We'll definitely find it out at some point. We also have Spec Ops, which I'm not going to do yet.
Authorizing Chimera Squad for special operations. Some ops provide useful resources for the squad. Keep an eye out for these opportunities.
Thank you. So this is really good for just getting resource with your extra people, because you get quite a lot of resource in 3 turns. It's like 65 intel is a lot, and 85 credits is quite a lot. So that'll be really useful, just not yet. And then the last
When
one.
you aren't on mission, you need to maintain your skills, physical and mental. Training is the place to do it. It's also where you can adapt to any lasting wounds received in the field. So don't let those wounds linger. You'll pay for them in the long term.
Exactly what Whisper said. So here, this is where we can increase the health and unlock other stuff on our characters. So at the moment, can't use anyone because they're all in our APC. But if we were, we could do conditional training to increase the hit points. So we want to do that as early as we can for everyone. And let's go check out here. So this is where you can look at all of your individual people outside their lockers. So you can look at their loadouts, which we don't have much at the moment. Give them utility rounds, we give tranks, medkits, the key card, all that fun stuff. We've then got their abilities, which we've not done any missions yet, so you don't have any of those. Their biographies, which we will go through throughout the playthrough. And then we can tint their armor if we want to make them different colors. So we'll leave this for now, and we will go through each of these as we unlock things for them. So maybe when they get promotions, we'll go through their biographies a bit and find out a bit more about them. But for now, I think we are ready to go do this mission. So we're going to get our APC ready. We are going to... who do we want to put stuff on? So I think we want to give a med kit to Blueblood because he is the squidgiest person. So give him trank rounds, and I know you're going to give him trank rounds. Are we going to give him breach iron? Probably not. I don't think we need to give him that. We're going to give Terminal the keycard, even though I think she already gets it. And then we'll give Talk, I think, the medkit for now. The reason I put trank rounds on Bluebird is because he shoots the most. So, in theory, he should kill the most. But who knows, that might not go well at all. So let's go off on this first mission. I'm pretty sure we get a little intro, so I will see you after that. Also, we get a nice cool APC as we zoom off.
PD asked to speak with this company's owner about his connections to the progeny. That's when his staff pulled weapons, and the police barely made it out.
That's bad. Are the police all right?
Well, they took no casualties. Try to do the same in there.
We'll try, we will probably fail. So this is our breach screen. We're going to see loads of these throughout the playthrough. So we have the main door, and we have a side and another side. We get a positive or a negative attribute to everyone, and this indicates how many people you're going to see when you go through and how much of a threat they're going to be. So because it's all green, they're likely going to be surprised when we go through. These are red, then you're going to get shot in most cases. So all units going through here get mobility +3 for the round. So we want someone who's going to move up to go probably through that one. Last unit through this is marked until the next encounter. Or until the end of this encounter. Marked means that you're easier to hit. And good visibility, all units entering here get +5 aiming during the breach. So we want to put someone who wants to shoot lots of people. So I think we're going to put Blueblood there. We want someone that can move fast in this one. So I think we want Cherub to be moving up. So we'll put Cherub here. And then we can have Terminal and Talk go through here. Although we don't really want you to be marked, so we might swap these around like that, or we could just put Cherub through, but we'll just see. I think this is good for now, and then we can also select the order in which people go through. You can also select what they do, so later on when we unlock other abilities you'll get other options for activating abilities, that kind of stuff. So I think this is good for now. Let's just go.
Stay behind me.
Don't bunch up.
Here goes our Cherub. So on the breach screen, you get shoot or run for cover. Cover will mean you're less likely to get shot. So if you've really got no options and there's lots of alert enemies and you're not going to hit anything, run for cover. You'll get some defensive bonuses for when they return fire. Breach fire this is going to be what you're doing most of the time, unless you've got another ability which is unique to the person when they come through. So it ranks left to right, the easiest to hit, is how I understand it, and the colour also determines what that person is. So these are all surprised, so they're all this nice soft yellow. So surprised, surprised, and surprised. So acolytes are actually the worst, so we're going to shoot one of those with our 100% just to guarantee some damage. Oh, and he gets the crits. Very nice. So here, again, but she's got 4 options because she can also see around the other side. So we've got a chance of killing that thrall, finishing that thrall, well, that acolyte even, which is much more dangerous. Only 84%, 84%, and 63. So I think we're going to take the guarantee shots just for now. Hopefully get a kill. Nice. And then we'll probably try and kill this acolyte here. So we've got acolyte, uninjured, thrall that we could try and kill but low. We'll go for the kill. Excellent. And then we've got this nice shot from here. Or we might be able to go for that long shot just to get the advantage because they're in cover at the back there. But we really don't like acolyte, so we want to do as much damage to acolyte as we can, so we're going to shoot the acolyte. Bah. Nice, and then we're just going to run to cover. For one person that's marked, so we want to keep them in cover. There we go, so we've got Cherub going first, because he was first through the door. That's also something you should consider, is the order you go through the door is the bonus they get to the timeline. So timeline is what order everyone goes in, so you can see this for everyone, and then on the person you also get which order they're in. So if we zoom around the map for a little bit, we can see that this thrall is going second, we can see that Torque is going to go third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So it helps you prioritize your targets. So he really wants to be hitting this thrall. But first, everyone has an ability which is a free action, so you can use it every single turn. So we want to use our kinetic shield, and we probably want to put that on terminal because she is marked. The other thing to consider is how up into their face is he going to get, because he can move real fast this turn. So let's check his fire. So it's only 50% and 34%, so he has to move. So we might deliberately put him in a bad position so that they shoot him. So I think, yeah, we'll kinetic shield, we'll put it on him so that he deliberately gets shot. And then he's got charge bash, which is where he melees someone with his shield. When you get charges, this is where the damage increase comes from, and it becomes an AoE. So if we charge bash at the start, we can choose where we're going to bash from, so we can go straight into this corner, or we can stand out in the open. So I think we're going to stand out in the open, and hope that the thrall returns fire onto us. Just bop him right in the face. He's just going to immediately run away. He's going to shoot us as we wanted. We're going to trigger the kinetic shield. Shield's going to break, and boom, there's our charge. So our next melee is stronger, if we ever actually get to use it. Next up, we've got Torque. She is real fun because she has the ability to do tongue pull. So if you go to tongue pull, it's like shooting, except you can target your friendly people, or you can attack enemies with it. So I think we're going to try on this acolyte just to show it off.
I've got you.
Excellent. And then you activate the second part of her ability, which is bind.
Don't struggle.
And he's been popped, so he's now dead. But what that'll do is, if they don't die, is she just can continue to just crush them, so she takes them out of the turn order. They can't do anything. I think there is a way for them to break it, and if she gets shot, they also get shot. So it's perfect. So it's really good for locking a person down, pulling them out of cover, or saving a friendly person who's in a bad situation. So if you need to escape towards this door, for instance, and we had a person over here, we could grab them, pull them back, and then they can escape much easier, or pull them right into cover. So there's loads and loads of good things we can do here. So now we've just got the thrall left. So we've also got a heal, but there is no one to heal because no one has been hit by damage, which is good. So I think the shot's going to be pretty terrible. But Cherub does get to go next anyway. So does she just take the shot and then we'll punch him in the face? Let's just do it. Oh, she does it! She gets the graze. Graze is a special thing where if they dodge, they get hit by the damage, they can dodge the damage and just take a minimal amount.
Not since Advent Psionic Network went down.
Glad I was never a part of that.
Excellent. So we successfully did the first part. We downed precisely 0. So we're not gonna have a great intel track at the moment, but we did get to show off some abilities. So this is a security door. I'm gonna put you through first because she has the way to breach in. So there are fewer enemies present in this entrance, which is good. But coming through this side will stun them. So this is good just so we can get 2 different positions going in. But we really want someone going through this side. So I think we might split 2-2. So we're going to put Cherub and Blueblood, because we want Blueblood with his doesn't get an extra shot. But we kind of want him to be stunning people if we can. But this side, I think we're going to take Talk. So we could swap around, doesn't matter too much going through this one. Because this is nice, easy tutorial mission. I say that as we're about to get shot. But I think this order is fine to go in. Oh, don't press escape. Press
Reaching
breach.
in.
Open sesame.
Alright, so we've got an 86, an 82, 76. Oh, we've got an alert enemy there. Surprised, and another alert. So the alerts are the scarier ones, but that's a really low chance, so we're going to go for the higher ones and still miss. Yep, if you shoot in their direction, good work. So he's stunned, so we don't really want to try and shoot him. We've got another 90%. We've got an Acolyte that's 86%, and an Acolyte that's 83%. And then a Thrall that's 59%. So we want to try and go for the alert ones if we can, just to hope for the stun. So we're going to try that. Hey, so we get the damage and the stun. So that takes out one of the surprise people. So we've got an 82% chance there. So 9% chance. 64, but they're stunned. 6-2 on the alert person. That's the one we want to worry about. But do we take that chance? We've got 2 stunned in the round already. Acolyte will do quite a bit of damage. Could try and kill the Thrall. But the Acolytes is what I'm the most concerned about. So we're going to go for... I think we're going to go for the 8-4. Actually, no, we'll go for the 8-2, just to lower the turn orders. Nope, but we get some damage off. And then, could go for the finish, could go for the finish. 59% so low, but it could happen. Let's do it. Nope, they're grazed. Oh well, so they're gonna hunker down as a response because they got shot. So they're now cowering. So Cherub, again, he gets to go first. Let's see, so he could potentially just bat that dude. Oh, he can go kill an Acolyte straight away, so I think we're going to do that. But first he needs a kinetic shield, so is that going to put him in a bad position? Who's going next? Number 2, this Thrall up here who's hunkering down, so we might put it on Talk, just because she's in the worst cover to this guy. Because he's going to be up here anyway. Yeah, but then we've got number 3 going next. Oh, that's him. So, and then that will give Blueblood a shot at to take him down. So yeah, let's do that. We'll kinetic shield, put it on Talk. And
Shields up.
Talk. Then we're going to bash. We're going to bash from this side, I believe. None of it's going to put us... Oh, we can get in cover. So we'll do that. We'll put him in cover. And we will get our first arrest. Boom. Unconscious. He did also have a charge ready. Oh, look at that. Predictive power. Get another charge back. We saw the little AoE bit there where we almost hit this guy. And now we can use Deadeye, which is his high damage but low aim shot, which I don't really want to do because he's really low. We can do Fire Weapon, which boosts that to a regular shot. 64, 60, 57. Nice. And then we can also look at the other options he has. So his special ability is Desperado, which you can't quite see down there. So I need to go into this mode. There we go. Desperado. There we go. So Desperado allows him to shoot twice in a turn, or do an action before shooting, or an action after shooting. So he's most versatile when it comes to shooting, so he can move through cover before doing his shots to get into flanking positions, that kind of thing. So I don't know if we want to come up here, get into a flanking position, because this has really strong cover. And then we'll take that shot, or we could take the 2 shots and have a better chance of actually doing it. But I think we're going to move first.
Out. I'm here if you need me.
Good to know, Cherub. Now we're going to take this 82% shot. And he's unconscious, because that's what a pistol to the face does. And then this throw is going to be really rude. Shotgunning. Can't believe he did that. So I've got 2 guys left. Let's go 5th, 7th. So we're back at the top. First off, I'm going to heal Cherub. Can't believe they hit our precious Cherub.
Gremlin on the way.
So that's why the heal's useful. He's going to be lightly wounded, but he's going to get full HP. And then take a look at our shots. We've got 61, 53. Completely forgot about that, I got it. And a 41 down here. Or she can punch the dude in the face, which is also good, but we'll put her in line of sight. Oh no. Can she? Oh, she can punch from full cover. Nice. So I think we might take the punch from cover just to knock another person out. We'll put them close together, but I don't believe they have any AoE just yet. So we're just gonna go, punch some fools.
Stay down.
Acolyte's gonna come in, it's gonna run away to get into some hard cover, and then be annoying. But he's done suplex, so that does 2 things for us. 1, it lets us know that she's going to take damage next turn, so we can put the shield on her before that happens. And second, it means that he didn't do any damage this round. So we have a chance to, if we kill him, it will stop the suplex, I believe. So we've got Torque. She could grab someone. 85% chance to grab, 65% chance to grab. We might take the 85%, also shooting like 6-2, 34. Rubbish. So we're gonna do that. Go over here, hook for the grab. Hey, and we're gonna bind him. Eventually it will let us know that we can bind. Yes.
Putting the squeeze on.
There we go. And he's being crushed. That's another kill for Torque. Not even using her gun. So we've got Kinetic Shield again. We are going to put that on terminal, because she's about to get slammed into the floor. And then what's his shooting like? Not great. Only a 41% chance. What's this like? 100% chance of punching in the face. Let's do that. So maybe I should have put it on him. He's just going to smash stuff with that shield. Nice. And he gets a little bit covered. And then Blue Blood. He gets to go next. We've only got the one guy. And what's his shooting like? 55. And he gets 2 shots. And Terminal gets to go next. We're just going to go for the trank shots. Bam! There we go. And then that's how you knock everybody out. So there we go. I think we've got 4 knockouts there.
You're about to enter some offices. Now the owner must be holed up in there.
Excellent. And then I believe this is the last breach of the mission. So this is where we're going to use our breaching charge. So we're going to take Cherub in there. So what do we get here? We get all non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance are surprised. So they're mostly non-aggressive, because that's why we've got the green marker here. Units automatically activate Overwatch after the breach. Ooh, that's really strong. So that means if we put all 4 in here, all 4 would have Overwatch. So as soon as they start moving, they're just going to get shot all over the place. So in here though, last unit through entrance is guaranteed to land their shot. So guaranteed hit. First person in this entrance is so we can have 2 guaranteed shots, but agent damage is likely, or we could just take huge amounts of Overwatch and potential shots. I mean, this one's tricky because these people are just going to be in such a dangerous position. So I think we might just dump everyone in here, which is not normally the best idea because you want to spread out a bit. Which order we want? There. Kind of. Do I want terminal lower just so that she can do the heals if damage does go out? So maybe we will swap these around. Put her in last so that she can do the heal. And get Blue Blood a chance to take some cover.
How's this for an entrance?
Probably should have put Torque higher so that she could do the grab. So we're 86 and an 82. Oh, and a 61. Cheeky 61 in the corner. So we can take the 86. There we go. That's 4 damage on that Acolyte. 94. Go for the Thrall. 70% chance that that Acolyte's not actually terrible. Because they're going to be in high cover and a pain in the ass to get to. We're going to take that. Oh, nice. 2 damage on the person in full cover. And then we got 84 and 81. 60. So hopefully kill the Acolyte. There we go. So we get an Acolyte down. Torque getting more kills in. And then we'll go for this full kill here. Or 5 damage. Nice. So cleared that half the room out. And we get stuff in some cover. One guy hunkering down. That's his response. The other guy...
VIP is present. Capture if you can.
So we need to punch the VIP. Is that what that tells us?
Keeping a lookout.
Oh, I'll go to Overwatch.
Filled with confidence.
Cherub's going first though, so he's not going to get to use that. Who's in the worst cover? Torque is, but she's really far away. So Terminal might be in a bit of danger. Or he might be in a bit of danger if he goes and punches people. So let's take a look where the enemies are. So we've got one guy in here, one guy here, one guy here in the openish, and then we've got this person trying to escape who we need to punch. What's his range on his punch? Pretty good. So I might put it on him and just run at them. Because that's just fun. So let's do that. Let's connect shield ourselves.
Now that's protection.
Yes, it is. We'll take this punch. This person is hunkered down. So this would put us in rubbish cover. But we've got our shield. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for a punch. Slapped in the face.
Let me try again.
There we go. But that hides him from the other two. Oh, Blue Blood. Just rude. Now Blue Blood gets to go. What's his... That's real bad. Real bad. That's real bad. Regular shot's 60 and 42. I don't know if there's a way of putting him in a better position to get a better shot. Just put him in more danger, I think is what he could do. So we might take the 2 6% shots. Or we can move him up. Spin the camera around, see if there's any better cover. I don't think he can physically get to better cover. Oh no, he can come here. So we can put him in this corner, take a shot. So maybe we'll try and put him in harder cover. But he'll still be in half cover from the side. But yeah, I think we'll put him here for now.
Headed this way.
And then... Still got some rubber shots. So we could hunk down, but I think we can take the 6-2. Nice, so we did 3 damage. Get the Overwatch off. All of it missed. Of course it did. Classic Overwatch.
Get to safety. Hurry.
Anyway, we've got a civilian out. Look at us go. We didn't immediately blow them up. 2 damage to blue blood. How could you? Just cruel. So now we've got Talk. What's she able to grab? Oh, everyone's hidden from her. It's just cruel. So we could just try and throw her into cover. Then she can melee the person trying to run out here. We could put her in partial cover and take a shot. Who we got next? We've got number 2 going next. So we've got that guy who's probably going to hit Cherub. And then Terminal can go again. And that guy's going to run. And that'll be the end of the turn. So yeah, I think we'll put her in hard cover for now.
Watch me move.
I go where she leads.
He's running away. Then he's going to take a shot.
To your knees.
Yep, here comes the suplex. Wow, a long-range suplex on Torque. Did not see that coming. Terminal, she gets her heal.
He'll be fine.
Back up to full.
Much obliged.
Nice. And then what shooting options has she got? So she wants to take on number 4 ideally, but he's in good cover. She can punch that dude. That won't really help much, but she can punch a dude. We could also put her in Overwatch, but I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just take 54%. Nice. So even with the Greys, we've got the kill. Cherub, he's going to put shield. He's going to put shield on Talk.
Popping and blocking.
And he's just going to do what Cherub does. He's going to punch a fool. So jump over the desk and just shield slam him into a window. There we go, and we cancelled that out. So we didn't even need to do that. Blue blood, what's he? He can shoot an accountant. I kind of like the idea of him just unloading into an accountant just because he can. But does he really want to do that? Kind of wants to get rid of his acolyte, but the acolyte's going to be... Oh, double click. So we're taking a shot at an acolyte. What I was going to say is we could actually come over here and just punch the accountant. So we're going to do that. Bam. Down and out. 5 damage punch. Excessive. But he's also going to be in cover. It's better than shot. Oh no, with a terminal. Just rude. 65% chance. Not great. But we could also just gang up and punch the dude. And she can get all the way over here. So we're gonna go for some. We're just gonna unload some punches into people. Even though we don't need to. We've already hit our 5 for intel. She did her 2 damage. Should have knocked him unconscious. Terminal. Getting hit up again. I don't think Talk has fired her gun once. Only a 42% chance to hit. No. Just that range from melee. He's not going to be going for a while. Good. Overwatch. I think we'll just put her on Overwatch for now, in case he tries to run away from Talk. We could put a shield up. Talk's already got one, so I don't need to put one on her. We'll put one on Blue Blood. I think. Yeah, we'll put on Blue Blood. And now he can move into cover. So we're going to put him here, just so he doesn't get targeted.
Position.
Oh, he's already got a shield though.
Moving.
That one. And then Blue Blood. Does he take the... Can he do it? Oh, he can do it. We can finish with another punch. Just punching everybody today.
You're under arrest.
There we go. Arrested all the people. Talk managed to not get shot once that entire time. Very nice. So how many people did we capture? Captured 7. So the idea is you want to capture 5 every single mission, because 5 will give you a chance to gain, give you a 100% chance of getting intel. So whenever you do a mission, I think Wesper mentioned this briefly, every time you capture a person, you get a 20% chance to get 20 intel from a mission. So if you capture 5 people, 100% chance, so you want to aim for 5, so that's why the trank rounds are super useful, because you can do it in a safer distance, in more difficult missions, but early on we're just going to be capturing everybody, because those extra shots are just really going to help. So you have earned 20 intel, so let's continue. There we go, so I got a credit scar intel.
Progeny went after expensive assets. What's behind their sudden need for funding? They have no love for hybrids, which presumes a motive to kill the mayor. As for means, psionics could give them the ultimate insider, a member of Mayor Nightingale's protective detail.
Excellent. So, we've done the first stage of our investigation. Still no idea who this person is, still no dark events, but we do have one entry into our log. So now we can actually start doing new bits. We can recruit a new person, potentially put someone into training. Assembly's got 1 turn to go. We could put that person into training, spec ops, loads of stuff. But for now, I think we'll pick that up next time. So that was the end of this first episode. Times are rather troubling at the moment, so if you are hopefully staying safe, stay indoors, stay on lockdown. If you do need to go out, if you're one of the first line of defense, then thank you very much for your service, regardless of what country you're in. Your service is definitely required and appreciated in this time of need for everyone across the world. But everyone stay safe, stay indoors, go out as little as you can, and just play more games. Connect with people on the internet if you're feeling lonely. We've always got communities out there, so just reach out wherever you can and people will be there. So everyone stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.